Alright YouTube, this is the Mass33 and I'm making this video real quick, so I want to send a shout out to the captain. he's he's one of my friends and subscribers. He's Captain Awesome. This is just for him and his friends so they could understand how to, like, what to do when you get a new either a baby or a leopard gecko, when he's older. This right here is the smaller mealworms. As you can see, I'm using a pair of old tweezers as the tongue feeders. I figure your parents will probably have a whole bunch of these, so just ask them if they have an old pair they don't need. Go to like the sidewalk and file it down. That's what I did. Real simple. No sharp edges at all. Because you don't want it sharp, because your gecko likes to strike at it sometimes by mistake. Like a misdirect strike, and you don't want to kind of cut her or him. Anyways, but this is it right here. Real easy. The smaller ones are for the smaller geckos. Anything, from a baby to, let's say, about 2 months. After that, it can graduate to something a little bigger, which will be these. And then about 4 months, 3, 4, 5 months, these, the bigger ones, which will be called the giant worms. And then when they get a little older than that, these big monsters, which is the superworm. And they like to move a lot, so trust and believe that your gecko will chase these. They won't eat a lot of them because they're so filling and full of protein that they don't need to eat a lot of these. And some people say that, oh, feed your gecko based on the size of the space between their eyes, because that's how big their stomach is. Very true. But so is my head, and I could eat a whole quarter pounder. Okay? So what I'm saying to you is, it's not necessarily true that you should feed your gecko 2 mealworms a day and that's it. This right here is a larva stage or something like that. It's right before they turn into a beetle. And this is still edible for if you catch this in your tank. This is still edible for your leopard gecko. But once it turns into a beetle, they give off an odor, so they don't want this. They don't like that smell they give off, so they won't eat it. But they'll still eat this because it still moves around and whatnot. They're kind of gross looking, but they will eat that. Anyways, this is what I wanted to show people. This is the mealworm dish that I use. So like that, your mealworms don't escape. The superworms occasionally do escape, but if you put just a little pinch of calcium, you don't need to do, because that it's based on when the leopard gecko strikes. So when the leopard gecko strikes, it will consume calcium with it too. But you can keep calcium on the side. And let's say this is the edge of your tank. I usually keep my water dish and this at the edge of the tank, because leopard geckos usually, they roam around, but when they're younger, they like to hide more. So they'll go to the side of the tank, and then they'll stumble upon this and see something moving and strike. And once they eat one time, they know that's their place to eat. They'll just keep coming to the same little dish. If you put it like in the middle of the thing, it's gonna be a little harder for your leopard gecko to find it. When they're younger, they tend to be a little dumber. They're funny, but they're dumber. When they get older, they're wiser. And that's it. That's pretty much it. All right. Hope this answered your questions. This is this dish right here. I think it's called Leaf. I found it for $2 in my local reptile store. So there it is. Hope that helped.
That was easy.